Week 23 Holo Heroes. As it turns out, I don't have Light Samurai and Dark Sniper build, so I have no opinion or early predictions which one is better than the other, because I have never used any of them or built any of them or seen any of them. Okay, I might have seen Light Sniper here and there, I might have seen Dark Sniper, Light Samurai here and there, and Dark Sniper here and there, but I don't know what offenses, where they use and how they build are, and which one is better than the other. So today we build in TOSI, that's his name, and DRAGUNOV, I think his name is DRAGUNOV. We build in them and we're gonna test them out to get a feel which one is the right one for you to pick. So Holo Heroes week 23. Let me prep up and catch you very, very soon, which is edit it for you. So let's go. Alright, here we are. They're both 6-star. They're not max skilled because I don't want to give them skill ups, because I've never used these units, but I did put some good runes on them and found out where they're used and stuff like that. So let's have a read through their skills. So we've got the Light Ninja, TOSI. The great thing about this guy, he awakens into speed, which makes his base speed 120, which makes him a little bit easier to rune than the Dark one. But I think he hits less from the Dark one. But you can rune him easier, which means you can build more stats. All right, skill 1, wield, quick draws the sword to attack the enemy, decreasing. I think skill 3 and 4 are the most important ones. Skill 1 and 2 are very rarely used. But anyways, decreasing the target's defense for 2 turns with a 50% chance. This skill has a 20% chance to activate the Sword of Supreme, which is skill 4. After using the skill on your turn, and the activation increases by 10% additionally when you land a crit. Okay, so skill 1, defense break. Skill 2, shoots the sharp energy from the sword and attacks the attack and increases your attack speed for 2 turns. I didn't know that actually. The skill has a 30% chance to activate the Sword of Supreme. Skywolf, after using the skill on your turn, activation chance increases by 20% additionally if you land a crit. Okay, so you want him to land crits. And skill number 3, Light Slash, attacks all enemies 2 times with a shining sword energy. Each attack deals 25% increased damage in enemies under harmful effects and deals 30% more damage if the target has a dark attribute. Has a dark attribute or is a dark attribute? For example, Siri, right? On siege defenses, or Dark Beast in rifts, or you know, Vera or whatever. The skill has a 70% chance to activate the Sword of Supreme. Skywolf, after using the skill on your turn and the activation chance increases by 30%, which makes it 100%, it will activate the Supreme Sword thingamajiggy. Thingamajiggy if you crit. Okay, so you need 100% crit rate because you want to do crit. So that's that. And then skill number 4, Sword of Supreme. Skywolf attacks all enemies with a secret skill that deals substantial damage, that ignores all beneficial effects that reduce the inflicted damage, gains a turn instantly if a Sword of Supreme Wolf is activated. So if you use skill 3, activate skill 4 when you crit by 100%, and then you get another turn. Sword of Supreme Skywolf persists until the skill is used or the caster is defeated. So once you use it, it goes away or you die. Okay, but if you're stunned, you can proc out of stun and still have it, right? Also, this what it means is it can go for Trianas, and once like you use skill 3, you crit. If you trigger like Triana's passive or Belio's passive, you still get a turn, okay, which means you get to use skill 4. So because he's getting a lot of crit damage or additional damage increased on dark and units with harmful effects, I've built him on fatal, so the fatal is high, the crit damage is high on 100% crit rate. You can build him on swift and you can go attack, crit damage attack with 100% crit rate, or you can build him on fatal, speed attack, crit damage attack. Or if you have enough speed subs, you can go attack, crit damage attack. Because he's got such a high base speed, he can get speed tuned easier, like a Bethany. For example, she has a high base speed, she's easy to tune. So I would go with artifacts. Sorry, I got a dry throat. Damage dealt on light because he's already dealing additional damage on dark. So Siri Esha, for example. And then skill 3 and skill 4 crit damage, okay? And attack up if you're gonna use him with Galleon and stuff. I think I'm getting sick. My throat is tickly. Okay, so for Dragunov, his skill attacks the enemy and to inflict damage that ignores all damage reduction effects. This includes invincibility. This includes, I don't know, what else? Whatever it includes, okay? Skill 2 is hidden aim, same as the other one, like Kakana stuff. Strikes the hidden pose, increases damage dealing to an enemy by 200% while in the pose, and increases the chance of receiving a glancing hit by 70%. If you attacked while in this pose, the hidden aim pose disables after your turn. And he is passive, reloading, maintains hidden aim pose, so he can always be in hidden aim. Increases the attack bar by 50% when you defeat an enemy while in this pose. So he can always be in hidden stance, but the problem is they need a glance on him. You can pair him up with Molly so they can increase the chances of getting glanced on. It can go through passives like, who can I go through passives like? Damage reduction effects. You can go through like invincibility. You can go through Affilia's damage reduction from provoke and stuff. And then yeah, so I'll put him on a high rage, 244, 100% crit rate, slow speed. I think this guy is like, I tested both out, and I think this guy is like one buff away from being good. And the buff could be like just he starts the turn on hidden pose, right? Instead of having this, so they can turn this into a passive. Well, maybe not a passive, but starts the turn in a hidden pose, because like you can use him with like Tion and boost him up, but he gets into then you have to take a turn and hidden pose, or they can boost it up when it goes into hidden pose, he gets another turn. All right, but that's what they it is. So you can come to info, you can look over here, see where they use. So TOSI is used in some arena, and I really don't recommend it in arena too much, because they got like things like Samath, and you got things like Camilla that he crit on and etc. But he's used a little bit in siege. We will use him in, usually I test him in siege. Today we'll use him in arena, and then you see stats on how they build him. It's Fatal Blade, Swift Blade, and that was my recommendation without even looking into this. And for this guy, we have a look at here usage. He's good in Rift Worlds. I'm not too sure about these siege offenses. Honestly, I don't think so. Maybe this one with Triana, because yeah, I don't know, it just gives him extra life. And then stats, Rage Blade, Rage, no one really uses him. So overall, just by looking at the skills and where they're used, TOSI the Light Ninja is a little bit much better. Okay, so let's try to get a feel for TOSI and then get a feel for Dragunov. Sorry. All right, let's try it here. So I built these two offense. Oh, I built one offense. The other one was like with a Khaki Galleon speed lead. All right, so Tiana, Galleon, Khaki, TOSI, which we can also do if we want. But for example, this is an offense. Let's see how he does with his damage. So first turn, and then attack buff, and then defense break, everyone. All right, and now he comes in with skill 3. I couldn't pause it. Oh, this is pause. Okay. Hey, that is really good. He killed the Juno. He killed the Nephthys because he does increase damage. And then skill 3 doesn't do too much, but you've hit the units 3 times. So let's try that again. And let me actually pause it, because I was just seeing increased damage on the dark unit. So we've got a Camilla here. Let's try that out. Oh, my throat's tickly. Oh, he stunned the Tiana. He stunned the Tiana. Should I still go for it? I think we still can go for it. Unless he dies right now. He's dead right now. Sorry. Let's try that again. This guy wants to take first turn. Let's just go here. You know what? Let's try it here. There's a dark unit. I want to see what the damage it does on the dark unit. This is a good example. And then up. And then defense break. And then skill 3. So it did 18 on the dark unit. It did 11 on Vanessa. The other ones have damage reduction. It killed the dark unit. And then now I get skill 4. Let's check that out. Does it kill Vitra without a defense break? So lacking in damage a little bit. All right, now let's try Mountain Siege. Let's try Mountain Siege. Just testing, just testing. Let's test this one. I did put this one here. So with Siege, you can go Gemini, Icasha, TOSI. Oh, my throat's so dry. And then defense break. And then let's try this out. Siri doesn't have a defense break. I think it does lack a little bit on damage, even with the attack buff before. And then we can try this because we get the first turn. But we can try this. I'm just gonna give her accuracy and then speed. Any speed. Any speeds. Let's just give her double runes. Where is double runes? What does double? Oh, he's got fight. Where's his other fight rune? And then this one is fight. Fight. All right, we're just testing this out with attack buff. Let's go. We don't have a speed booster here, so we just have strip and slows. We've got the slows. We've got the strips. We've got the defense break. That's a little bit better, but I don't have an attack bar booster here. Actually, you know what I do? I want to try his other skill. I want to try his skill 2. How hard does his skill 2 hit? We didn't strip the bell. Emily, sorry. She gonna cut? No, she didn't cut. All right, let's test that skill 2. Nah. Oops. Let me just adjust the screen. Okay, there we go. All right, now with Dragunov or whatever his name is, I don't have a team for him. I really don't. So this here needs a single target damage dealer, and he's a great single target damage dealer. All right, so it works here really well. He does actually crazy damage. I'll show you in a second. Let's do that. We've got attack buff, and then one shot it. No, and hidden pose, and then do this. I'm gonna skill 1 and then skill 3 later, and then do that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. How do you play this game, bro? Usually this is on auto. I just want to make sure he does his damage, because I was testing him before in Rift and all he was doing was skill 1 without skill 2, so it was a little annoying. Bro, 585k with no defense break, no branding. Okay, 585 with no defense break and no branding. Okay, now we got branding and now we have defense break. What does this skill do, bro? I want to see how much it does. Team up with Dragunov? No. Oh, it doesn't have skill ups. I want to see if we can get it off one more time. One more time. Come on, baby. One more time. Mav, proc. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do that. Bruh, he didn't do it. 385 with skill 1 with that hidden pose. And then boom, boom. I want to see if he goes in hidden pose. I don't think he's good in Siege. Well, you know what? I'll give him one chance. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. He's, bruh. Shoot already. He broke the shield. I wonder if he can break the shield right off the bat. You saw how much he did with no defense break and branding. I think he can do so much more if he's skilled up and he put him in Rift Beast. Okay, that's the truth. I'm gonna give him one go in Siege and see if he does okay damage. All right, because there's no places to use him. Gonna test him here. Let's put him. I want to put Rakuni and Triana, just because he's such a threat to die, you know, with glancing or not, you know. I was testing him earlier and he just kept dying and dying and dying. So there's not really any, even in hidden aim pose, he just kept dying and dying and dying. So let's just put that there. Anything. Doesn't matter. All right. He's already got 100% crit rate. Let's just do that. The reason I operate in Rakuni is maybe he can give him a turn. I can't use him against here. Like I said, if he gets one more buff, or he gets a buff, or if he's inviolent, if he gets a buff, he might be usable. Okay, if he gets a buff, he might be usable, or he might get really good. See, I can't get him. I can't use him. Let's try him over here, where maybe he takes a turn. He's not usable. Not in Siege anyways. He's usable in Rift Beast, okay? Don't get me wrong. He's usable in Rift Beast. I'm going to put Triana. And you know what? I'm going to put Riley for attack buff, yeah? We won't have defense break, but we'll be checking out that damage that's coming out of him. I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying to make it easier for you to decide, okay? I'm trying to make it easier for you guys to decide. When fat guy's gonna steal everything. Okay, goods. Maybe I should hit Nick. Bruh, really? Bruh, he killed him? Triana had to save him, bro. Triana had to save him. All right, he's supposed to get glanced on, all right? Let's see if that happens. Oh yeah, he always crits. All right, I just want to test out the damage, baby. I just want to test out the damage. So all these units have damage reduction. Wait, Nigon hasn't used skill 3 yet, so we're still good. All right, let's hit Nigon. No defense break, no nothing. It's too much setup. 41k. That's good. I'm telling you, if you choose TOSI and you already have TOSI and you don't have this guy, and this guy gets a buff, you're screwed. Okay, you're screwed. I think he might get a buff. I'm not saying when he's gonna get a buff. He might never get a buff, but if he does get a buff, he makes him better. At the moment, unusable, but you never know. You know, like the whole family can get a buff except Kakano. And TOSI lacks a little bit more damage than the Dark One. The Dark One, I think, does a bit more damage. That is it for this week's Holo Heroes. Thanks for watching. Yalla, bye.